Good afternoon, Texas. Thank you all for having me with you today. I am so deliriously excited to be here. I met Matthew and his team at South by Southwest just a few short months ago, and I sucked in, drank, and partook of the energy that he has, and I'm so happy that he's invited me here today to be with you all. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. I have about 19 minutes and 30 seconds, and I will not waste any of it, but I will share with you my journey with how I've used the power of social media and content marketing to grow my business. How's that sound? Awesome. So with that, let us begin. And if you see me skipping slides and things like that, it's because I want to get into the meat of it. We have about 20 minutes for these presentations, and so I'm going to skip through a few things. But again, I'm sure you can find the PowerPoint, email me, or talk to the Small Business Festival team, and they can get that to you. So we want to go through this, and what's on the slide is not so important. What's more important is what I say, and so let's have a good time. First and foremost, I think it's important to understand everyone is distracted. We're all distracted. I don't know if you guys have people do this to you here. Do people walk like this in Texas? And then they curse you out because they hit you? I mean, it's a crazy world we live in. So everyone is distracted. And I think it's important to understand no one cares about your business. I'm sorry. I was talking to Jeff here from IT Freedom, one of the sponsors. Thank you. But Jeff, I'm sorry, dude. No one cares about your business. Talking to the lady here who's an interior designer. No one cares about your business until you make them care. That's when they begin to care. And I want to help you understand how you can use the power of social content marketing to grab people's attention, because attention is currency. Attention is so important. And I don't think as business owners, we don't have a right to ask someone for their attention unless we've provided value while we deserve, while we've earned that attention. Make sense? So that's the overall framework that I want to talk and discuss with you all today. So moving on, 3 core concepts, and then I'm going to move to some key bullet points in the time we have, which how I've used social media to grow my business. One key bullet point is every business owner must be a publisher. In today's world, where we're no longer in the industrial revolution, we're in the information economy and beyond, as business owners, one thing I say, while sales is important, you must be publishers and educate your audience. 2, build a tribe, not sales. Sales will come, but if you can get people to know, like, and trust you, as my friend John Jantz, Duct Tape Marketing, some of you follow him, says, your business will grow if you build a tribe. Increase your tent of people who want to follow you, people who are interested in you, then you can sell them later. And the third point, I'm a firm believer all business owners, especially those of us who are smaller, we need to build our personal brand. So thank you, Coy, and everybody who's introduced me. I appreciate it. I'm Ramon, an entrepreneur. I've started several businesses, sold one. I've been privileged to speak to many celebrity entrepreneurs and regular people as well. I interviewed President Obama. Again, this is not a political statement. Hope to interview President Trump one day. And people think all black people look the same. They don't. So President Trump, President Obama is at the top. I'm the guy below. It can be confusing sometimes. We both have short hair. We're not the same. End of story. And I'm privileged to be able to speak to Congress as well. And I'm sharing that with you because I've been able to do these amazing things largely because of the power of social media and because of video. So this is what I want to share with you today, how I've done that. So my Twitter handle is @RamonRay, and I think we're at SB Fest. Yes, team? SB Fest is where you want to, the tag for Small Business Festival. So moving on here. I'm going to go through some key points, and I'm going to get to the 9 points. I want to move to that so we can have a good time today and move on quickly. Okay? So 9 social content best practices. That's what I want to really drive into the meat. In about the 17, 16 minutes I have with you today, the meat of what I want to talk about today. 9 things that have helped me in my business. Point number 1. As you're leveraging the power of social content marketing, I implore you to be a giver. Too many times as business owners, we are so afraid. Oh, Ramon, it's intellectual property. Nobody knows how to fill their car with gas. I don't want to tweet that out. Really? Come on. People know everything thanks to Google and Bing. Really? So be a giver. Be willing to give your information, to share with others, because that's part of the rubric of building your tribe. Once you build your tribe, you can then drive people through to a sale with things like marketing automation and things of that nature, which I won't dive in today. Does that make sense? So as you're being a giver, this aspect of being a publisher, you're going to be able to build your tribe of people who you can then identify who know, like, and trust you. Make sense? So in the case, Jeff, of you at IT Freedom, and thank you for being here with us today, I would say in your case, you want to just know people who have computers, right? Or something like that. People who are concerned about security, not making a sale. Then once they do that, now you can start nurturing them to use IT Freedom. Make sense? Okay, good. So that's point number one. Point number two, you can use social media for insight on your market and your customers. Too many times we think social media is just a selling tool, just a tool that we want to tweet at and etc. But we forget that we can do one thing on social media better than any other platform, and that is, but no, you're supposed to just, you can hear a lot when you're quiet. Air conditioning. You see? You can do the same thing on social media. LinkedIn discussion groups. Twitter hashtags. The young lady here is a fashionista, interior home decoration, cool person with amazing braids. I forgot exactly what it is, but you get, she's just cool. You can use hashtags to understand what people are talking about in the home decoration, as it were, business. What about Facebook social graph? You can do searches on Facebook to know, what is my tribe, what is my community talking about? So the second thing you can do using social media, what I've done is to listen. Third thing, it's very important. Good headlines. This is important. Let's say, who wants to shout out what your business is all about? Anybody want to shout out real quick? Quick. What is it? Massage therapy. Oh, ooh. No. Yeah, massage therapy. So in your case, you want to have headlines that might say, back hurts, 3 things that can help. I'm making it up. Not, give me a medical term, a long term that sounds cool. Yeah, sternum-tautomastery. What the heck is that? You don't want to do crap like that. You want headlines that are quick, short, and to the point. Makes sense? And again, you can dive into these a much deeper, but I want to move on to give you the concepts quicker, and then we can talk about these things later on another time. So use good headlines, short, quick, to the point, be descriptive. Remember, social media is built for this. And if your headline is not capturing attention, you cannot stop the scroll. That's your goal. How can I stop the scroll? If you're not stopping people from scrolling, you have failed in your objective. First, stop the scroll, then how I get them to share it. You follow what I mean? That's how your headline should be. Moving on, be responsive. It's very important that you're responsive using social media. Some people wonder, Ramon, why am I not getting any sales? Well, because you had Becky retweet you and say, I liked your cupcakes, and you egged her. Hello? You got to be responsive. If you have a tribe, if you have a community, make sure that you feed them. Okay? Moving on. Your content should be engaging, should catch the eye. I can give examples on that, but I want to move on. Tell a story. This is important. Be a storyteller. How many of you have a story to tell about your business? Yeah, all of you do. When I was coming here today from the airport, maybe some of you heard what happened to me. I was coming off the tarmac. There was a loud noise. I had my luggage with me, and I was a bit worried, and I tripped. Now, thankfully, the story I'm telling you is a lie, but it captured your attention, didn't it? You were like, oh, what happened? So you don't want to ever lie, but the point is all of you can be storytellers. The young lady here, massage therapy. She can say, hey, listen, a young lady came in. She had just had a child a few weeks ago. She had these pains here. I did this, and she's now back to work and feels better. You follow what I mean? That's the story. Going back, people don't care in a good way about what you're doing. They care about the story around it. So leverage social content to be a storyteller. That's how you can crush your business and begin to drive brand recognition and sales, by being a storyteller. And some people may say, Ramon, well, I don't have a story to tell. How many here have a business that you know is boring? I mean, very boring. Like you're an accountant or something. Yeah, what's your business? I know it. Bookkeeping is boring as heck. I mean, that's like dry. That's like mashed potatoes with no gravy. That's like New Jersey with spare ribs. I mean, really? So my point being, but I bet, even then I'm teasing you here, so you can yell at Matthew or somebody else. But my point being, I bet you have customers that you've helped, right? I bet there's industry stats that you can talk about. So my point being, Everybody can tell a story because you have so many ideas that you can start if it's not you. And I'm just teasing you. Bookkeeping is amazing. So, moving on. I hate babies. All babies are born ugly. All babies don't know jack. They can't even use the bathroom properly. So why the heck do you all have them on your social profile? It makes no sense. This lady here's a bookkeeper. And then I go to her business to buy her bookkeeping services, and she has a picture of her boo or her baby or some cat on it. Why do I care about your cat? I hate cats. I'm allergic to them anyhow. I want to see a nice headshot of you. You follow what I mean? I want to see a headshot that represents who you are. Make sense? So if you ladies, gentlemen, you guys got married a few weeks ago. I don't want to see your husband or your wife. I don't care about them. I want to see a nice image that represents who you are. Make sense? So let's repeat after me. Get rid of the babies. On social media. Yes. Very good. I love kids. So we're operating in a mobile world. If you're not operating and cognizant that we're in a mobile world, you're hurting yourself. And I can go on with that, but I want to move on to some other points. But be cognizant we're in a mobile world. The power of audio and video. I've built a lot of what I do by producing amazing content, and a lot of it's video. There's 3 kinds of video I think most small businesses need to have. 2 or 3. One is sizzle video. That's the video where the music's playing, bump, bump, bump. Hi, what's your name, miss? The massage therapist lady? I'm Juliet. Juliet? Okay, Julian, I'm Julian. I'm a massage therapist. I can take your back, crack it, and make it feel better in 2 seconds flat, or whatever it is, Julianne. Point being, that's the sizzle video. The other kind of video is what I call shareable video. Julianne, this is the kind of video where you wake up in the morning and feel your back sore. Here's 3 things Julianne says to do. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't that feel better? Click, post on Facebook. Do that every day. Your audience will grow, and you will make more money. I promise you. You follow what I mean? Everybody should do this kind of videos. And I'll teach you one thing real quick. Just watch. I'm going to teach you how to do a video where you don't need a selfie stick. People call me the selfie stick guy. Watch this very closely. 1, don't look at the camera. Here we go. Hi, I'm Julianne, and I'm a massage therapist, so on and so forth. Watch it, and so on and so forth. And today I'm going to teach you how you can help your back feel better. You see that move? People will think you have a selfie stick. Trust me. Sorry, live stream people. People will think you have a selfie stick if you do that. You just take it like this. That is the money shot. I do it all the time. People think I'm like amazing, and I'm not. Okay, so video is important for your business. Sizzle reel, education video, and personal video. Videos that every business owner needs to have. Make sense? All right, moving on. So going back to videos and stories. How many GoPro? What does GoPro sell? They do not. GoPro sells stories. Never forget it. What does GoPro sell? They had a video up. The fire, this is a true story. You can see the video up there. The fire was raging. Smoke was billowing. All of a sudden you heard, and the cat was there. All of a sudden this big, like 450-pound fireman came through the door. Boom. Picked the cat up. Gave the cat a bottle of water. And the video ended, GoPro. Don't you want to buy a GoPro camera after that? Heck yes! So my point is, tell stories. Only video can create that. Video is very powerful. Moving on, there's live stream and other things I won't talk about right now. Hiring is important. I will touch on that as I come to kind of towards the end of my goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to beat that clock. That's my goal, to beat that timer back there. I love competition. So before it goes on, I'm going to be off the stage, and then Coy can come back up. Here we go. So some people ask about hiring. I'm a firm believer that every small business owner should first know how to do your own social media. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not cool to say, oh, I don't know how to use LinkedIn. That's my grandson. That's pitiful. It's not cool. Oh, I don't use Snapchat. That's for the kids. Well, it is. It's stupid. I hate Snapchat anyhow. But at least I learned how to use it. So it's not cool to not know how to use it is my point. However, as your business grows, I do believe there's a time where you might want to consider hiring somebody to help you. How many here are social media experts, content marketers for hire? Raise your hand high. So you can, raise your hand high. You can see these 4 or 5 people in the room. Because I don't do this for a living, so see them, okay? Young lady here, gentleman there, some people back there. So you want to hire people to help you. Now, are y'all good, miss? Are you good at what you do? I mean, darn good. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe they hired somebody who, no, I'm just teasing you. Okay, good. So hire people, but you want to work with people who are good. You're good, sir? You know what you, legit, I mean, to the core. Okay, awesome. So you want to hire people who are good. So you got it? So my point being is that hiring is a good thing. but make sure you hire the right person that can work for your business. Make sense? Okay, moving on. Content curation is another thing. I'm not going to dive deep into it, but this is where you want to be able to find ways to get content relevant to your tribe so you have a constant flow of things to feed them. Okay, make sense what I'm saying? You don't want to just talk about yourself, but you want to talk about other things, Julianne. You know, back issues, knee issues, just things around how to carry your bag properly. You follow me, okay? So that's the stuff you want to curate to share it. The fancy house lady, you want to get stuff on fancy house. I'm just teasing. I don't. I'm slow. Fashion for houses, something like that. So that's what you want to do. Moving on. 4 deceptively easy ways for those who people say, Ramon, we heard what you said today, but we're still a bit demystified, especially we have some people in the room I know who are new to this. FREA, as we come to the sloping of my comments today. One is frequency. How many here in Texas, in Austin, are y'all lovers? Like, how many here have kissed in the last 20 years? Kissed anyone or anything? No, really? Oh, really? Only half the room. Y'all don't kiss people in Texas? Oh, you hug. Okay, how many hugged or kissed anyone in the last? Okay, more hands are going up. So my point is, frequency. If you kiss people too much, they'll think you're a sexual predator. If you kiss people too little, they'll think they're not loved. You need to do social media with the right frequency. Not too much, not too little. Relevancy is important. You better kiss the right woman or right man or you'll be in trouble. So make sure you're tweeting, sharing on social media with the right audience. Point number 3, engaging. Nobody loves a dumb kiss. So make sure your content is engaging. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure it's useful that people share it. You follow what I mean? It's a silly example, but frequency is important. Relevancy is important. Engagement's important. Analytics is the final point on this. You want to measure what you're doing. How many have businesses targeting women entrepreneurs or females in general? Raise your hand. Okay, good. A few of you do. So I would say that's too broad. What if you have shaved head black guys who wear orange sweaters and live in New Jersey in your audience? What would you do? 20% of them, you're losing money. You follow what I mean? It's a silly example. My point is measure what you're doing to make sure that how you started is your current audience is my point. You know, some people like a Latina woman is another big category. What kind of Latina woman? Maybe you have women who are from Dominican Republic. Maybe that should be a whole nother line of business. Follow what I mean? So measure what you're doing. And I think as we come to a summary here, is that one, note that everyone is distracted. Everyone's distracted. Your job as a business owner, how can I break through the distraction? How can I earn the attention of another business owner to get them to be interested in me? Remember, it's not just interested in me, but to care about my business because I can help them. And remember that attention is currency. It's something you have to earn, something you have to work for. You don't have a right to get somebody's attention unless you've worked for it. Make sense? And remember the point you said before. Every business owner must be a publisher. Build a tribe. That's what you should be doing with social media. And the final point there, build your personal brand. Maybe I'll come back next year and talk about personal branding. But building your personal brand is a big, big thing you want to do. This takes hard work. I love taking pictures of me standing on picnic tables and holding bars. They're the best pictures on earth. But success takes hard work. And I know all of you can do it. Take baby steps. My name is Ramon Ray. Thank you for inviting me here today. Have a great day.